crazy. Hey guys, and welcome to today's Valentine's Day look. As you can tell, everything behind me has once again completely changed. This will be hopefully my permanent setup for a little while. Obviously you'll see other parts of the room, but this room is where I am living at the moment. So today we're doing a Valentine's Day look. I almost did not do one at all. Geez, Jenny, let's get some more lights here so you can really see. I was not going to do one because, as you know, this year has been a rough year for me, but I thought, why not? I just did a look a couple days ago that I was in love with, and I kind of just applied the same thoughts but with a different color scheme. So here's kind of what you're looking at. If you're in the mood to watch me in a silly mood and also looking at this view screen way too often, please stay tuned to take a look at how I went from a 0 to a 10. Normally you start off with washing your face, but since I'm on camera, I am going to use a facial exfoliating wet cleansing towelette. It's just a regular brand. It is in Cucumber. And it actually has like little, if you can see that, exfoliating things on this. So I actually really love these. To moisturizing our faces, and when I was trying to figure out which moisturizer I wanted to use, I couldn't. So we're gonna use two, okay? So I've got the Avon Care Rich Moisture with Soybean right here, this bad boy. And then I'm also going to be using the Vitamin E Skincare Cream. If you've never used this, this is really good for your skin. Alright, now that our face is nice and moisturized, we have a good base to go in and work on. Today I'm actually going to prime. Where are my primers? A lot of issues with dry skin right underneath my eyes, so I'm using the Olay Definity Highly Defined Anti-Aging Intense Hydrating Cream. This just works really well for me underneath my eyes. And then I'm going to be using the Lorac Porefection little primer in a little sample tube here for on my T-zone and whatnot. Put that right underneath my eyes. And I like to just keep it under my eyes rather than putting it on top, just because I have hooded eyes. So my eyes tend to slip around, or my eyes slip around. My eyeshadow tends to slip around on me anyway. Sorry if the lights flutter a little bit. I think I'm using most of the electricity in the house for filming. Anyways, I have tried this out a couple times before I wanted to put it on camera, but I am in love with this. This is actually my mom. She got it for Christmas and is being nice enough to let me use it. But it is the Avon Extra Lasting. Oops, sorry, you can kind of just see the ring light. But basically, it is like a cream to powder formula. It comes with like a little sponge in the bottom and all that good stuff. And yeah, I have just been in love with it. And I'm going to use this little flat top kabuki brush here that I got for Christmas. And what I have been doing is I just dip my brush into it and then I just apply it on the face. So that's what we're going to do. As you can tell, it's got pretty good coverage and I just really, really like it. As I was sitting here doing this, it occurred to me also I definitely should have put on concealer first because it's liquid. You live and you learn. If it messes it up, I'll go back and fix it, whatever. But I almost didn't even tell you what I was using. I was so flustered. So today I am using the Rimmel Match Perfection in 125 Fair for my concealer. It's so smooth on and it just really makes me happy. I don't know what else I was going to say. The only thing I don't like is this applicator. So I'm going to go in with a dampened beauty blender. Okay, and if you didn't see, I do go over my eyelids as well, just as a little primer. Now, I normally go in with this first, but I totally forgot, so rather than using the Urban Decay on top, I'm going to just go ahead and use this. This is by Becca, and it is the Under Eye Brightening Corrector. I actually got this for Christmas, and it's just that nice pink tone. You're going, Jenny, that is not how you stipple. I know. I think it just really brightens up your eye area. I love it. Now, before I go in and powder, I'm going to put a little bit of highlighter on the high points of my face. This is the Becca Liquid Highlighter in Pearl, and it came in a little pack, so it just looks like this, no special packaging or anything. But I absolutely love this stuff. So I'm going to put it right up here on the tops of my cheekbones, and on my nose, and on my cupid's bow and upper lip area. You can already see just how beautiful and glowy it just makes you look. I'm in love. Alright, so to go over top, even though that is a cream to powder, I don't trust like that, so I still go in with my Bare Minerals Mineral Veil, the original one. And I'm just using a kabuki brush by e.l.f. And then, because I am kind of high maintenance when it comes to my under eyes, I'm going in with my Chanel highlighting powder. And as you can see, it has finally hit pan. I'm so sad. But this is in beige, number 10. So, yep. And I'm going to just use this same stippling brush. Go right in there and build it up on there. Prime my lips. I know I say this all the time, but I am in love with this product I am about to tell you about. Hold on. So, much better. Okay, so continuing onward, I am going to go ahead and prime my eyelid. So we're going to use the Urban Decay, what is this called? Eyeshadow Primer Potion. And I'm going to grab, once again, that stippling brush and just kind of press that powder on top of there to really set that down good. Just work on the brows. First thing I always do is give my brows a good brush. I like to use spoolies, but I also really like these little brushy things like so. There. Okay, let's not kid ourselves for a second. When I'm doing any makeup look, I really like to do dark brows. Even when I have light hair, I just really love dark brows. But especially if I'm doing a heavier makeup look, you best believe I'm going to be doing some darker brows. So, the first thing I'm going to use today is just a brow pencil from Ulta, and it is in brunette. Looks like this. Alright, and I'm just going to draw them out. Now that I have gone in that first initial time and penciled them in, I'm going to take the little brush right there and brush back through them. Now the reason I'm using this brush instead of my other brush is so that I don't get product in my other brush when I'm just trying to brush my naked eyebrows and I don't want to be getting product in them. Look at what a difference this makes, even just one brush through. Also, the way that I do this is I start in the front and I blend to the back. That way you're getting most of the product blended from the front and darker into the back. Now, looking at the lights in the camera, you can definitely tell eyebrows are still a little bit of a different color, which doesn't bother me personally. I kind of like it. I also look so weird with just like eyebrows and no other eye makeup on. What? Can we just have a photo shoot for a minute? Like, okay, back to what we're doing. We're going to use this Benefit Gimme Brow. And I believe I have it in the darkest color, which is brunette, medium deep, whatever. If you use this without any other brow product, it still looks so good. So initially, again, I go in and I start with the tails and the heavier parts. Now that my brush has got very little product on it, I'm going to go back and do the fronts of my eyebrows. There we go. So it's just a very strong kind of squared off shape. But this is the best shape for my face. The best shape for your face may be something totally different. And it's always really important to keep that fact kind of in mind. Okay, so next up, I'm going to go in and do some contouring. I keep seeing myself and cracking up in the viewfinder. So we're going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, and I have it in light because I am a pasty biatch. Looks like this. I'm sure I've shown it on here several times. So the first thing I'm going to do is go in with this contour brush here, so you can kind of see it's kind of fluffier. And I'm going to we're going to do cools. So I'm going to dip in over here. I don't remember the colors, guys. So the cooler one, get a good healthy amount, tap it off, and just start really, it's hard for me to see in the viewfinder. So I'm just going to go in and lay the groundwork for where I'm going to eventually be really contouring. Wow, I was just holding that all the way in front of my face. Very professional. I know what y'all are thinking. This looks really harsh. And you're not wrong. Anyways, I'm going to take this kabuki brush I used earlier and actually go in and really make sure that I'm getting this nicely blended. And as you can see, that's already made a humongous difference. Alright, looking a little less scary each day. So I'm going to go in with this middle kind of neutral shade here. Load it up on my fan brush. Tap it off, and then really carve out where I want that contour, and then a little back over the forehead, just so everything looks, you know, like it goes together. And don't forget to bring it down underneath your chin and neck. Make sure everything's mixing nicely. My absolute favorite part of this whole journey of makeup that we're going on together is highlighting. And I'm especially excited today because I get to use something that I have not got to use on camera at all yet. I got it for Christmas, which a lot of the stuff I haven't got to use on camera yet. But this was like the one thing I asked for. Like, I have to have this. Give you a hint. It is a Becca item. It is a Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Champagne Pop. Look at that. Look at it. 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 I mean, really though, this is about the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen. So we're gonna layer that right on top of Pearl. And you're probably going, holy crap, you just put on a lot. And the truth is, I did just put on quite a bit, but I like to look like a shimmering goddess at all times. And this just kind of allows me to make that dream, you know, reality. So I'm gonna go in one more time with that kabuki brush. Just make sure that this is really smooth, really nice looking, up high on the cheekbone like I wanted it to be. Oh man, I haven't got to see it in the lights like this. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to blush. Something that I myself have never used before, but my mom really likes it. And I have loved the other products by Laura Geller Laura Geller. I can't talk today, guys. Laura Geller. And this is a blush and brighten, and it is in raspberry. So it looks like, and if you look, it's got like some darker tones in there too, so I just think it's gonna be beautiful. So what I'm gonna do is just swirl my brush in here. I'm using a blush brush from e.l.f. So when I've been putting on blush, I've kind of been starting more back here and then, whoa, pigment. Okay, note to self, don't use quite so much when you've never used it before. So now that there's no product on this brush, I'm just gonna go back and kind of really blend that in there. Sorry, a bug just flew over into one of my umbrellas. This has been a rough day for me, if you cannot tell. As you can see, I've got one eye accomplished. So now I'm going to tell you how to make that look happen on this eye. Really what I ended up doing was staying pretty simplistic, no eyeliner, and just really over dramatizing the eyelashes. And if you really look, I mean, look at what a difference eyelashes really make. So I'm first going to start out by going into this Too Faced Natural Matte palette, which if you've watched any of my other videos, you've probably seen this. It's only my favorite palette ever. And I'm a dummy. I'm used to doing both eyes at the same time. So I went ahead and I did my like lid tone in Nudie, and then I used Lace Teddy to do like a transition color. So that's these two bigger colors right over here. Focus. This one's Nudie. This one's Teddy Bear. Or Lace Teddy, sorry, not Teddy Bear. So now we're going to pick it up from the crease section, and we're going to go in with Strapless, which is this red color right here. And I am just using a lid color brush, and I'm really going to pack that into this outer V area and then over here on the inner area. So once you have some of that packed on, then I'm going to go back. I'm going to be using this type of a blending brush today just because I can't find the other kind. No other reason than that. And then keep going back in until you get it deep enough to where you want it. Alright, and once you have it all blended out, there should be a space right in the middle of your eye right here. Leave that empty. That is going to be for the star of the show. So next I'm going to go in with a smaller kind of like shader brush type thing and grab Risque, which is right here. Now the trick with this is to put on a little bit and blend, a little bit and blend. So what we're going to do is focus on the outer V and just a tiny smidge in here for dimension. So what I like to do is just place it on there like so, and then go back and really blend. And now I'm going to highlight my brow bone. Is anyone surprised? I'm going in with the same Champagne Pop from Becca. I mean, really, are you that surprised? And like it goes together. And I am going to put just a little bit in here. Gorgeous. So now we're going to go in with the star of the show today, and it is Urban Decay. This is such a pretty, sparkly, just, I don't even know if you can really tell how beautiful it is. Now, when I first used this, when I was playing around with it to see if it's something I wanted to use in a look, I put it on with Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Chill Setting Spray stuff, which helped it really shine and stay on there. Of course, I sit down to film, I can't find it anywhere. So today I'm just going to be using my fingers because it does go on a little bit better with your fingers than with a brush. But definitely, if this is something that you're gonna wear all night, you definitely want to put it on with something that has glycerin in it. I just wish you could tell on camera how gorgeous it is. And I'm actually just going to take this highlighting brush and just kind of brush it over top of it to blend it in, and then put a little bit more glitter right here. So now that that is on, we're going to do our lower lash line. Now I just took a angled brush like so and dipped it into Risque and Strapless at the same time and Now make sure that you leave the inner, I would say, third empty, just because that's really going to help to make your eye look more open. Oh geez, I'm not even showing you what I'm doing. And then I'm going to take, ooh, my eye's watering. I'm going to take the same blending brush here and just really buff that out. Now recently I was watching Jeffree Star and he did something so incredible. Two things that were so incredibly genius, and I was just like, I have got to steal that idea because, oh, my ring light's dying, guys. So if it got a lot less bright, it's because of the ring light. So hopefully you can still see me pretty well. Ooh. So first of all, I'm going to coat my lower waterline with this Anastasia Beverly Hills Pro Pencil. So what this is going to do is make you look so awake without using stark white, which is what I had been using. And then second, I'm going to use a beauty blender, make sure it's on the clean side, to pull my eyelid down just barely to put this in there. Bingo! Look at how much more awake I look just instantly. So thank you, Jeffree Star, for putting that out there into the world, because without you, I would have never discovered that either one of those little tricks. Curl some eyelashes now. Ugh, that bug. Ugh. This would be beautiful if you wanted to do fake lashes, but I am just not super comfortable with fake lashes. So if you want to throw on some fake lashes, more power to you. Your lashes are going to look on point. I am going to go in with Benefit's Roller Lash. We'll focus on there. And I'm not actually going to put mascara on all of them. So about the same as you did with the lower eyeshadow. For the second layer of mascara, because you did not think I was just going to put on one, I'm going in with Oxum Lash Mascara. It must just be their regular one. I got it in a gift set. So now all that's left is the lips, and I came up with two separate lip kind of plans. So the first one I'm going to show you is the more wearable kind of nude toned down one, and I'm using, both of these are going to be Bite Beauty sticks. Got those also for Christmas. I'm in love. This is a matte and it is in Cafe. It looks like this. Oh my god, I kid you not, these things smell phenomenal. It smells like oranges, you guys. I'm not even kidding, it smells like oranges. It's probably made out of oranges. Good at this cameraing alone. So this is in Cafe. I also really love to do things that are a little bit more bold also. So I'm also going to give you a bold option. So let's go ahead and just erase this beautiful color, but seriously. Second option is in Tomato Red, and it is by the same brand, Bite Beauty. And this is called Pomegranate. I like it. I hope it doesn't really smell like anything yet. And I'm not putting it on my lips yet, so we shall see. I just keep raising this one eyebrow. Okay. Yep, that's lovely. Now personally, this is my favorite of the two lip colors. This is by far the one that I would wear if I were wearing this out on a date or anywhere really. But this one is more of kind of a glossy finish.